Hello. Now we are moving ahead with the next chapter of the economics. Chapter number 3, money and credit. In the first chapter, we have seen the meaning of the development, the areas of the development. In the second chapter, we have seen the sectors of economy, how the sectors are divided, classified, and the contribution of the different sectors in the GDP and the Indian economy. All about this we have studied till here. Now in this chapter, we are going to see the role of money and credit. The chapter is in a two part. First in the money and second is in the credit. First we'll see about the money. Money is the exchange of medium of the exchange. In the earlier period, barter system was there. This barter system run smoothly in the ancient time, but there were difficulties also. What difficulties were there and how the money made it easy, that we are seeing in this part. The use of money. The use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. The use of money is important. Without money, the exchange is impossible. That is why it is having very crucial part in our everyday life. If you will take examples around you, easily you will identify several transactions involving money in any single day. Can you make a list of this? You can easily make the list where money is used. In many of these transactions, goods are being bought and sold with the use of money. The goods are bought or sold with the help of money. In some of these transactions, services are being exchanged with money. In some transactions, the services also sold here or exchanged with money. If you are coming with rickshaw, bus, so the transportation service you are getting, and in exchange you are giving the money there. In some of these transactions, services are being exchanged with money. For some, there might not be any actual transfer of money taking place now, but a promise to pay money later. Some are on credit. Some services may you are getting, but in future you will pay for it. Like electricity. Electricity we use it after completion of that particular month. The measurement, the unit measurement is there, and then you have to pay money for the use of electricity. Have you ever wondered why transactions are made in a money? Did you get this question anytime? Why the money is used as the exchange here? The reason is simple. A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or service. If person is having money, he can buy any commodity, any goods or any service whenever, wherever he want. That is why money is an essential part of the exchange. Thus, everyone prefers to receive payment in money and then exchange it that any commodity or service that he or she might want. When everyone wants to get money and whenever he wants, he could be use it. Thus, everyone prefers to receive payment in the money. Everyone wants his payment should get in a money and then exchange the money for things that they want. Take the case of shoe manufacturer. The case is here given. One shoe manufacturer is here. He wants to sell shoes in the market and buy wheat. He wants to sell his shoes in the market and want to take the wheat. The shoe manufacturer will first exchange shoes that he has produced for money. He will exchange his shoes in a market and he produced it for money, not to take wheat in exchange and then exchange the money for wheat. Imagine how much more difficult it would be if the shoe manufacturer had to directly exchange shoes for wheat without the use of money. Think about it. If the money would be not there for the exchange, it was needing to him to exchange it with the wheat producer. He had to make connection with the wheat producer and exchange his shoes to the wheat producer. It was very difficult to make the exchange at the same time. It was needing there at the same time. The wheat producer also must needing the shoes. If he is not needing the shoes, then how could he will buy the shoes without reason? Exchange shoes for wheat without the use of money. The two pictures are shown here. This is the shoemaker. I will give you shoes for your wheat. It is shown here. But the wheat producer is here on other hand. I don't need shoes. I need clothes. The third person is also here in the market. I want shoes, but I don't have wheat. So for incidence is needing there. It is not looking here. It makes difficulty in the exchange. That is why money is needing to exchange the commodities. Then what he is doing here? He would have to look for a wheat growing farmer who not only want to sell his wheat but also want to buy the shoes in exchange. That is, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. In the barter system, it is needing the both parties must should exchange or in a need to exchange their commodities. That is known as the double coincidence of wants. Read this again. The both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. Both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. This is known as double coincidence of wants. The double coincidence of wants is a needing there to exchange the commodities in the barter system. In a regular life, in nowadays development, it is not possible to find out the double coincidence in the market. What a person desires to sell is exactly what to other wishes to buy. In a barter system where goods are directly exchanged without the use of money, double coincidence of wants is an essential feature. It is said here, if you want to follow the barter system, the double coincidence of wants is a needing. The double coincidence of want is an important feature of the barter system. If double coincidence is not there, there is no use of the barter system. It makes many difficulties in the daily life. In contrast, in an economy where money is in use, money by providing the crucial intermediate step eliminates the need of double coincidence of wants. In the barter system, the double coincidence is a needing main feature of the barter system. But on the other hand, where we are using money, there is no need of the barter system or the double coincidence. The crucial intermediate step eliminates the needs of double coincidence of wants. It is no longer necessary for the shoe manufacturer to look for a farmer who will buy his shoes and at the same time sell him wheat. All he has to do is find a buyer for his shoes. Once he has exchanged his shoes for money, he can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market. Since money acts as an intermediate in the exchange process, it is called medium of exchange. Why the money is called medium of exchange? Because money is playing the role of intermediate in exchange of the all process. That is why it is called medium of the exchange. With the example we have seen, why in the daily life it is needing to follow money as a exchange, because to eliminate the need of double coincidence, and person can use money anytime, anywhere, whenever he want.